Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another read. I hope you've been well. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to host you guys. I'd also like to thank my angels, ancestors, spirit guides, oversoul, and all sentient beings that walk with me in the highest light, protecting me, you, and the messages during these exchanges. We have communicate out first, you guys, reaching a consensus. So this is about making a decision and then making that decision known. Yeah, you're making a declaration. It's time to heal. That means anything that's in the way of that healing, you're likely communicating that you're shifting so that you can separate or split up from whatever may not be in exact alignment with what you're doing and where you're going now. Yeah, I mean, I can dig it. It's time. Being stagnant and lost is not what you want. You're converting. You're deciding to get in the flow, swim. Separate from the riffraff, okay? And getting out there. Delete an app you rarely use. This is somebody that's rarely useful to you. You may see them all the time, but they're rarely useful. They gotta go. Helping those that are in distress is the energy over your life now. And it isn't just about you helping others that are in distress. You must surround yourself with people who are willing to help you when you're in distress. If this is something or someone that is causing the distress, or is the source of it, you must separate yourself from it. You have to decide it, reach a consensus, and communicate it. And it says, call your friends on that communication card. So it may be one of your friends that you're separating from, or a friend group, or it's something. Yeah, beginning is here. You're starting over without some folks. Obvs, because you're here. Those kind of messages tend to come out here. The past is only referenced well enough to be able to maneuver properly forward. Not to stay stuck looking at that old shit. So we're going to go ahead and get you some more info on this, because this may not be as cut and dry as one would think. In some cases, it's easier said than done, because some of these connections have been maybe even since childhood. Okay. But there's some healing that has to take place in a very deep way. It's going to cause someone to convert or switch completely as it pertains to how they show up for themselves and out in the world. Spirit, come through. What is it that we want to say more about this healing journey? Look at this. This is real. You're Eight of Cupsing some of those friends. This energy right here. Eight of Cups, leaving stuff behind, walking away. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. It's time to step. And I'm guessing that for some of you, this particular read will start naming the folks that are on the chopping block this time around. Because it's not like we haven't had a separation read before. But now someone's ancestral team is getting specific about who the next batch of people are that need to be cut off. And it's likely your friends. Page of Wands energy is here. Or people you've known from childhood. I guess that could be census. Woo. I'm guessing that could be siblings. You know? I'll put this one here, actually, because that's more like friends. All right. So it may have been easy to say, oh, I'm going to get away from that toxic lover. You know what I'm saying? Or that toxic family member. But your friends, you know, friends can get a pass a lot of times in ways that family members and lovers don't, because family members and lovers are usually held to a heavier standard. Friends sometimes can get a pass because, yeah, you're fond of them, but they're just friends. It's not like your husband or your wife, you know? The Hierophant energy is out here. This is about someone's spiritual journey for sure. You are done with the childish stuff. So this is someone in particular, you out there, who has friends that are childish as hell. Okay? There's something about them that's very stunted. Something about their development and growth is very stunted. Yeah, they don't have no plans. No real plans for the future. They're just in cruise control at that same speed that they're going. But you, my friend, are ready to swim. They're cool just like they are. And based on where you're going on your journey, you're going to a level that's super ascendant. So the way that they think, the way that they live, the scale that they operate on is just outdated for you. It's expired. It don't even have to be no malice. They're just, you have a new beginning with that Fool energy. You have a new beginning that's too ascendant for the way they think. So far we have Taurus, Aries energy out here. And let's see what else we got. King of Cups, they starting to name folks. Could be it's just emotional maturity that they lack. You know, they're not exactly at king level like maybe you are, with being empathetic, sympathetic, having compassion, being emotionally mature, emotionally available even. I'm not sure, but they're talking to or about this type of a person. Also could be referencing a water sign, masculine, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. They don't have any zest for life. And that's just absolutely not enough for you. It's almost like they're already dead or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, more like someone leaving the TV turned to a certain channel and it just stays there. The channel never changes. The schedule is still the same. They show reruns all the time. Like that's like how your friend group is showing up. Yeah, that type of mindset and lifestyle is just it's a burden for you. You're hearing the Nine of Swords energy, just like, oh God, I'm surrounded by stuck people. I'm ready to get out of this. I don't want to work at this job anymore, or be affiliated with these colleagues, or be affiliated with this friend group anymore. They're stuck. Now we have the Seven of Cups here. And the Seven of Cups is, in this instance, it's giving delusion. It's someone that's really delusional around you. Like, they just don't get it. They're not paying attention to the stuff that's going on outside or none of that. We got the Magician out here now. Yeah, you're rejecting this stuff. Like, this is an energy or people that just, they conjure illusions for themselves. It's like they would prefer to be out of touch as it pertains to maturity levels. Yeah, you don't want that cup anymore. You don't want that friendship cup. Like, it's like, I don't want that. Yeah, yep, here it is. Here it is. Le monde is the world. You're closing out that cycle. Yep, it may just be someone in your family. But it's some sort of a collective that you resonated with for a time. And it's a wrap. You're done with that. You're not even trying to fight the shift anymore. Or you shouldn't be, at least. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. This is somebody who's speaking their mind on the stuff that just don't please them. Yeah, somebody's done with pretending. Like when you hear your one of your friends say something like, yeah, F them kids. You like, wait a minute. I can't actually co-sign nothing like that. And you're serious about some F them kids. So I think I'm gonna head out. Yeah, you like, you're so far gone. I'm not even gonna try to force you to see different. Five of Swords. This is somebody just saying, okay, you win. You insist on being stuck in your mindset, and that's cool. You You do good out there. The best you can. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for them to finish naming everybody. Again, Gemini, Virgo energy with the Magician card or Le Batelier. Le Monde is giving, I believe, Capricorn, Sagittarius energy. Yeah. You'll know who's who in your world if this even applies. But before I clarify with close you out with these, I want to just ask Spirit. I just want to ask Spirit with this other deck real quick. What is the immediate reward? Because there is, you know, I'm a firm believer in for every action, there is an equal and or opposite reaction. So what is the reaction? What is the universe's reaction to you walking away from this friend or this friend group? Uprights from a mushroom deck. Let me see what I got. Real quick, like, nothing that's gonna hold you too long. Just a quick sidebar. Let me see what is the reaction to you separating yourself from these immature little farts, you know. I'm not gonna lie, as far as maturity level goes, it's giving like barely out of middle school energy. Like you're either in your last grade in middle school or your very, very first year of high school, freshman. It's super immature, yeah. Like, okay. Knight of Pentacles is here. I'm accepting it. That's about something that's solid. So you get solid gains as it pertains to establishment of things, connections, and people of worth. You know, the friend group or the people that replace these folks are very solid. That's one of the responses from the universe, because you separating yourself from those immature people is letting the universe know outright, I prefer a more mature adult group of friends. And so then they send them solid people. Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Wands energy here. Yeah, this is leaders. You step more into a leadership role and you affiliate with people who have leadership qualities. You go from meager people who don't want to change nothing about their basic, bland life to people who are empowered. Definitely a lovely shift from complacency. Okay. Oh yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. This is what you're leaving behind. Yeah. You're getting away from that. So it's something about their legacy building seals. They're not trying to do that. You're reborn from this crap though. Yeah, you speaking your mind to these friends or about these friends, like to yourself, like you're definitely reaching a consensus, whether it's externally or internally, but they're definitely saying communicate it. Yeah, let's boss up on our friends. How about us stop affiliating with loser ass friends? Because birds of a feather, and you are a phenomenal person, but their lackluster energy still rubs off on you some kind of way. Traces of it, at least. It doesn't change you, but traces of it definitely rubs off on your world. Shim Angel 24 is here. Ha he ooh-ya. You. Ha he ooh-ya. Yes. God, good in himself. Yeah, you good all by. You good on your own. You don't need that. And that's the consensus most of you are reaching. Like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm 8 of Cups in this. I'm out of here. 24 is significant. February 4th. March is significant because I said it. But April 2nd, significant. Okay. 2 and 4 add up to 6, which is the Lovers. Oh, for some of you, it could be specifically Gemini or someone you were dating. But you're over that crap. You're like, yeah, you're too small time for me. Look at this. There's more to it. And that's probably how you look at them with anything in life. They be saying their basic little mindset ideas, and you looking at them like there's definitely more to it. But they're limited. So you can't even go any further in conversation with these people because they're limited. Emotional manipulation is here. Yeah, they play on nostalgia and all that stuff a lot. You probably, that's what it is. when you talk to them, most of the stuff that they're bringing up are things from the past. Remember that time? They stay stuck in remember that time land. And there's nothing wrong with nostalgia, but when that's all you have to talk about, that's a red flag. Okay? Shem Angel 27 is here. Ieratel, God who punishes the wicked. Oh my goodness. So maybe some of your previous friends coming up were maybe criminals. Or it's just something about them that's not okay. And you're finally coming to terms with it. You're like, you know what? I know I've been knowing you since 4th grade, but you're actually a crappy person. Like, it's like you finally coming to terms with it. Yeah. 27 is significant. February 7th, July 2nd, 2 and 9. 2 and I did that before. Shoot. 2 and 7 reduces down to 9. Which is the Hermit card. You're being encouraged to just ghost the situation. Just say whatever, communicate whatever it is necessary you need to make sure they know to give you your space, and then just poof. Because you're required in greater places, in greater spaces, amongst greater people. It really is time. Okay? Also could be talking to or about a Virgo energy. Yeah, they're gonna be telling you not to go. Like, their behavior is gonna scream, don't go. But you've already been advised on what is the better outlook based on the results you're seeking at this time in your life. Pisces, Venus energy is here. They're saying don't go on your ancestors saying off with their freaking heads. Look! Yes, your ancestors are saying off with their freaking heads. Get them out of there. Yeah. Fast. You must stay pure to continue elevating. Yes, you have to fast from this connection. Purge yourself of the low vibrations, child. No. Facts, though. Pray for peace and power. Yeah, you stay praying. You're in your high fine energy. Pray for the best for everyone. February is significant in some sort of way. Shem Angel 30 is here. Oh my, patient God. Yeah, you've been patient. You've been patient with your own journey. You've been patient with their lackluster stuff being connected to you. That's why it's off with their heads now. It's okay. Okay, 30 is significant. There's March, because 3 and 0 reduced down to 3. That's Empress energy. You're headed for exalted status and legacy building and maturity and understanding. You don't have time for that kitty stuff. They're still on kitty stuff. Okay, Taurus and Libra energy on the table now. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or the season. Hi, John the Conqueror. That is a root for those of you who like to err on the side of botany, deal with herbs and roots and your living and healing and such. Hi, John the Conqueror root is amazing. That is one of my niches when it comes to holistic approaches to managing my life. Man, I've been on that Hi, John real heavy for well over a decade. I make my own Hi, John the Conqueror oils because it's good for topical application or dressing candles or whatever. Amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. Super, a super embodiment of that, the energy of a winner, of a conqueror. You understand? This is the energy that's under you. That's giving that King of Wands energy right there. Strokes of genius, cleverness, like you're at the top of your game when you're dealing with some Hi, John the Conqueror. You are not supposed to ingest it, though. Find ways to apply it topically or include it topically. Hold it in the hand during meditation or whatever, but don't try to lick or eat any of that. You'll have watery poo, okay? It'll do a number on you. Don't mess with it like that. But very, very, very nice addition to my life personally. You don't have to do this. It's just me sharing a tidbit because the card came out. All right. Yeah, you've ascended. and as it pertains to the depths of your mind, body, and your soul, your friends are stupid. I'm sorry. Well, this particular friend or friend group is stupid. They can't go. They're still at the kiddie table. there's a stroke of luck for you on the other side of clearing your space of this stagnant energy. So take heed in the ways that resonate for you. And which portion of this message is for you, take heed to that. Don't, of course, pick up anything that's not yours. That's called burdening yourself. If certain parts of the message aren't yours, yeah, then it's just not. All right, I will continue to crank them out until you find something that is useful for you, if this wasn't it. But thanks for popping by again anyways. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Do subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, if you haven't already. Check the description box for any other details you may want at this time. And until we meet again, peace.